Hi, owl friends and families. So last week, or this week, at the beginning of the week, we sent you some information with a brief overview of Passover. And we also sent you some information on pyramids, because one of the things that we talk about, or one of the things that we would talk about in our classroom during this time, is Egypt, being that this is where the Passover journey started for Moses, was in Egypt. And a big thing in Egypt are pyramids. So I have some information that I'm going to share with you and your kiddos before we build our own pyramid from graham crackers and frosting. Yummy. And if you don't have frosting, go online. There are lots of different ways you can make frosting, and you probably have the ingredients in your home, or you don't have to do this tomorrow and you can order groceries and maybe put frosting on your list, or use cream cheese, anything that's sticky that will help the graham crackers stick together. That's basically what we want. So we shall get started. Okay, so owls, if we were in our classroom, we would be talking about how amazing the pyramids are, and they are a mystery because we don't know actually how they were built. We can only guess, and scientists called archaeologists have found pyramids, and when they were discovered, scientists started thinking about all the different ways that people would have made these pyramids. So, and they were made thousands of years ago, okay? They're not made today. They're already there. So, pyramids were originally built for pharaohs, okay? And in the Passover story, we know that Pharaoh was a bad, bad man, and he was holding the Jewish people hostage. He was making them work as slaves, which means he wasn't giving them a choice. They had to do the work, and they weren't paid for it. And Moses said to Pharaoh, "Let my people go." And Pharaoh said, "No, no, 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 no." Okay, so a long, long time ago, pyramids were built for pharaohs. Okay, and Egypt has about 138 pyramids now. That's how many have been discovered. Probably there's more, but we don't know. We haven't found them yet. So archaeologists are searching all the time for different things in Egypt, and maybe they'll find some more. I don't know. That'll be another thing to think about. One of the ways that scientists and archaeologists believe that the pyramids were made is humans like you or me cut big blocks of stone. They slid them on the sand somehow into the River Nile, which is the big river that runs through Egypt and further. And they put them in the water, and they floated them up ramps, and they started building these pyramids. And there are different types of pyramids. And the pyramid that we're going to be building today is called a stepped pyramid. It was one of the first pyramids ever made. And the largest pyramid that was ever made was made for Pharaoh Khufu. And it's called the Great Pyramid of Giza. And it stands about 146 meters tall. Okay, that is so tall. And it was the tallest man-made structure. Okay, so man-made means that a person or people built it. Okay, so it was the largest and tallest structure that people built until the Eiffel Tower was built. And you guys know about the Eiffel Tower because we talked a lot about this in our classroom. And you guys know that we had pictures on our glass window, and you guys used to construct the Eiffel Tower using our blocks in our room. So it's big. It's a big pyramid, okay? And they think that it took 23 years to build. So that's a lot of school. That's like being in the owl classroom like over 23 times. It's a long time, okay? And like I was saying before, the first type of pyramid that was ever built, what archaeologists think was ever built is called a step pyramid. Okay, so that's the kind of pyramid that we're going to be building today out of graham crackers, which I have here. There's a graham cracker. Oh no, my structure just fell over. And frosting. Okay, so once you have all that, I'm going to set mine up again because I tried to build the base part of it so this wouldn't take forever on this video. Okay, so I have the base structure for this pyramid, okay, and you can see right here. I made the frosting brown by adding cocoa powder because the pyramids also had, oh, it keeps falling. The pyramids also had a bunch of mud helping the blocks stay together, okay? We didn't really have a lot of other things back then, so they had to use mud to keep it all together, and the stones were really, really heavy. And they were made from limestone, and they even had gold at the top of the pyramids so that they would be shiny. Pharaohs liked a lot of shiny stuff, okay? So, once you have your base constructed, we are going to build more of the pyramid. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna put frosting on the sides like this, okay? See that? And you can use, if you have a plastic knife, it might work a little better. I'm using a spoon. And I'm just gonna put all of the sides like that and get them all ready. There's Avery. Avery and Archer did this yesterday. They had a lot of fun doing it. Okay. And once we have stuff on all sides of our blocks, we're going to start putting them on like this, okay? And you're gonna make a square. Okay, because we have this big square on the bottom, and you're gonna do another square right here. And it's gonna sit on top because a step pyramid actually had large steps on the outside, okay? I'm gonna do 2 sides of frosting on here. And then we're gonna squish it together. Okay, so now I have a bottom part and I have a top part, and then I'm gonna, oh no, it broke. Okay, so as you can see, that didn't go over too well, but the object is to keep building on top of those, and at the very top, you'll have a little one, okay? You'll probably have a little square one, all right? And we know that the pyramids have 4 sides, and this is a very yummy project, and when you get messy, you can lick it off your hands if your mommies and daddies say so, okay? I hope you guys had fun with this video, and I hope you learned a little bit, and we will talk more about Passover and all the things to do with Passover in the coming week, because Passover is next week. We're gonna talk about a Seder plate. We're gonna talk about the story of Passover and what happened to baby Moses and as he grew up in Egypt. We are going to talk about the Exodus, or how Moses led all the Jewish people out of Egypt. We're going to talk about a Seder plate, the things on a Seder plate. We're going to give you guys ideas about things that you can taste, all the different tastes and everything on a Seder plate, because everything tastes a little bit different. And we're going to show you a Haggadah or Haggadot. So that is all for now. I hope you guys had fun. And I will see you next week. And I miss you and love you all. Mwah.